news is I only have 15 minutes worth of recording, so hopefully we can get through this whole lesson in 15 minutes. How does that sound?
They never updated that. Easy
Okay.
to know.
So here we go. We have all these piles. It's kind of like I'm making a trail mix. And I am going to want to organize my piles because that's the way my brain is. I like to have things neat and in order. So as you look at these piles, if we want to make the least amount of piles as possible, tell me what kind of things could I put together to make, instead of having a couple piles, I could have one pile. So, Isaiah, what's one thing I could put together?
You could combine the blue piles.
Yep, I could combine these blue piles right here. What else can I put together? Alex?
All those oranges, yellow.
Yeah, these are peanuts. So we're going to put all the peanuts together. Anything else? Do I have any other like piles that I can put together? Sam, what do you think? The green M&Ms. Okay? Of course, there's only a small pile of raisins left off to the side because we all know most people take the raisins out of trail mix anyway. Some say raisins are the worst. I don't mind raisins, but they're not my favorite. So, anyway, here we go. If we take and check those piles, if you look down below here, I have them all organized. We know how many are in each of these piles, right? All I did was add up the total number. There's 15 blue, there's 20 green, and you can see all the peanuts add up to 27, and I still only have the 18 raisins. This is combining like terms. You have piles of like things. It's just instead of M&Ms and peanuts and raisins, you have X's and X squareds and X cubes. But it's still the same thing. You're figuring out which piles are the same. Which numbers are like terms? Well, what defines this term? The fact that this is an X here. I have 4 X's in this pile, and I have negative 3 X's in this pile. So how many total X's do I have all together in my piles? Okay, Ben, you need to put your Chromebook on the counter, please. Thank you. This is a constant out here. You did this in your Quizlet yesterday, but notice there's no other numbers all by themselves. Those are kind of like raisins. You're going to hear me call them piles of raisins. Right now, you have 2 raisins. There's no other raisins, okay? What you also need to remember is this sign goes with the 3. That is like a negative 3. So this is a positive 4. This is a negative 3. If I put those together, I have a total of 1 in my X pile. And then I add my 2 raisins off to the end. Okay?
I remember this from last
year. Yep, you guys did this last year. So now if we take a look at this, I would like you to have your piece of paper out, and I want you to take a look at this first problem, and I want you to underline anything that would be like piles. So for instance, as I look at this, I have 72 of something, of one pile, and I have negative 25 of another pile. Are these piles the same thing?
Yeah.
Why are they the same thing? Because they have a P at the end. They are the same, and they are exactly the same. Everything about that P is the same. So you should be able to put these together, these piles, into one pile. But you need to tell me how many you have. Do not shout it out right now. Again, some of you can do that in your head. Others need a calculator. So have your calculator ready. And tell me how many P's do we have in our pile. Danny, I need you to have a piece of paper and a writing utensil. Okay, look in that drawer back there. I think there's one in that drawer. Okay? Thank you. And what do we end up with? How many P's do we have in this pile? What do you got, Ben?
47.
You are correct. Okay? Now look at that next example. First thing you have to ask yourself is, Are these the same thing in your pile? Don't shout it out. Anytime I ask questions like that, I don't want you to shout it out. I want you to think about the answer in your head. And then, if I need somebody to answer, I will ask. Again, you're asking yourself, are these the same piles? Is this the same thing in this pile as what's in this pile? Now you may answer yes or no, everybody.
No.
No. It's kind of like blue M&Ms and green M&Ms. They're both M&Ms, but they're not the same color. There's a T here and a T squared here. They're both T's, but they're not exactly the same. Therefore, there's nothing I can do with this. If they are not like piles, it just stays. You're done. There's nothing to solve. There's nothing to put together. And you can only put together like piles. Okay? Pencil and paper again. Let's take a look at these bottom ones down here, please. I want you to focus on this one and this one. Let's start with the first one over here, the 8m minus m minus 3m plus 5. Okay? 8m minus m minus 3m plus 5. Underline the like things, so that's what you're going to find first. Well, I look here, I have 8 M's in this pile. Do I have any other piles that are M's? Yes, I do. This one is a pile of M's, so is this one, and so is this one. Again, now I have to figure out how many do I have if I put those piles together. Use the sign that is out in front when you are deciding how many you have. So in other words, I'm asking, what am I going to punch into my calculator here? Well, first of all, I look at this one. How many do I have here in this second pile?
One.
Nope. Not one.
-1.
-1. The sign goes with it out in front. I want you to tell me, along with the sign, what it is, okay? So therefore, in your calculator, you would be going 8 minus 1 minus 3. Or you could do that in your head. And how many M's do we have? What do we got, Alex? 4 of them. Notice this guy is raisins all by himself, nobody else, no other raisins. Now, I should put this together and I have a total of 9 M's, correct?
No.
No.
No. There's no M's here. These are raisins and these are M's. They do not go together. You understand? That's why I call these raisins. Anytime there's no group behind it, it's like, nobody wants you, your raisins, okay? So we have 5 raisins, they stay 5 raisins. They don't get to go together with anybody else. How about this one? You do this one on your paper right now. See if you can underline like things. We have x minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 4x squared. Okay? So if I'm doing this problem in Kami, I know I have different color pens. Okay? So what I would be doing is I would underline anything that was an X in one color. Do I have any other X's?
Yes.
Yes. I've got 3 of them right here. Okay? I know you don't have a different color pencil, so maybe when you have your pencil on paper, you do squiggles. Some of you go, well, we did triangles and circles and whatever. If you're comfortable with triangles and circles, go for it. I personally like the underline thing because when I start circling and triangling, I sometimes forget what the sign is because it gets a little messy for my brain. That's just me, okay? And now I have these x squareds here. Again, what makes my brain happy is if I put the underline things next to each other and I put the squiggle line things next to each other, then it makes my brain happy and it's easier. Okay? I've got a pile of x's and I've got a pile of x squareds. How many x's do I have in my pile? Alex. Sorry, Alex Mittendorf. How many x's do I have in this pile? I have 1 in this pile and 3 in this pile. How many total is that? 4. You got it. Make sure your Chromebook's on your other desk, please. How many do I have in the x squared pile? If I have -6 of them plus 4 more, how many total x squareds do I have? Elvis, did you do that one? What did you get?
10?
Elvis said he got 10. He's a little bit off. Did you remember to take the negative sign with the 6? I love it, Elvis. Thank you for participating. Because I bet a lot of other people made that same flub. And that's okay. Take the sign that's out in front with it. Okay, that's why I underline the whole thing. So we have -6 plus 4. And what do we get when we get -6 plus 4 now, Elvis?
2.
And is it positive or negative? Negative. So we go -2 or -2 x squares. Can I put those two piles together? No. Those are different piles. One is x and one is x squared. Again, you need to take the sign that's out in front with it. So if you are punching things into your calculator, don't forget the sign out in front. -6 plus 4. Okay. Questions for right now? Let's get busy with the practice, okay? So here's what you're going to do is you are going to find your canvas. And let's go and find, it says CLT and distribution practice. Click on that. And I want all of you to have that CAMI worksheet opened up right now. I want to see it in GoGuardian for you online learners. I'm waiting for that on everybody's screen.
Can you start?
Nope. This is an assignment that I expect everybody to submit through CAMI. Yes, you may work some things out on scratch paper, but every single person will submit it. And here's the reason why. Because I don't know if you discovered this. Okay, I'm still waiting for everybody online to get their sheet open. I want you right now to zoom in on number 1. And I want you to only see number 1. Okay, so touch your screen, zoom in, and only see number 1. Make number 1 as big as you possibly can and still see it on your screen. How's that working for you? Is that? Seriously, only number 1. Okay?
Okay.
Now, here's what I would be doing. I can't do that on my screen right here, but what I can do is I can go like this, okay? I'm zooming in on this. When I do that, I can use this drawing tool a lot easier, okay? So right now, what I would do is start underlining, yep, that and that should go together in one pile. And I should be able to use my